There is always something going on in the NFL, and on Wednesday, that something was Joe Flacco, according to reports, will be traded to the Broncos. That move clearly affects both Baltimore and Denver, but it also relates to the Redskins, too. How? Here are 3 ways, starting with the most obvious. 1. Flacco isn't coming to DC. But we knew that, right? JP Finlay has been saying for 2 months that the former Super Bowl champ wasn't going to be the Redskins' answer at quarterback. It's never fun to say this, but JP is now officially right. Washington is boxed in when it comes to how much money they can spend under center, and Flacco would have cost too much for them, even on a rework deal. They certainly could be in the market for a veteran passer, just not one with his price tag. 2. What about Case Keenum? With Flacco now in Denver, the Broncos may no longer want Keenum, whom they signed last offseason to a 2-year contract with an average annual salary of $18 million. Now, Keenum will be the only legit backup behind Flacco barring further moves, so maybe Denver looks to keep him at a different number as insurance. However, they could also cut him, which would carry a $10 million cap hit but also $11 million in cap savings. Should they cut him, that'll give Washington another option to evaluate. Keenum had a forgettable 2018, his 18 TDs, 15 INTs and 81.2 passer rating were not what the Broncos were hoping for, but that forgettable 2018 should also make him more affordable for the burgundy and gold. 3. Draft implications. The Broncos are picking 10th in the 2019 draft, while the Redskins are in the know. 15 slot. For those of you hoping Jay Gruden's team takes a first-round QB, this is good news for you. Denver will now be out of the running for guys like Dwayne Haskins, Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones. So, that's one fewer franchise for Washington to compete with for a rookie signal caller. More Redskins news. In 2018, Darius Geis generated more excitement among the Redskins fan base than any rookie since Robert Griffin III did in 2012. In training camp, Juice was everywhere, signing autographs for hours and posing for pictures with anybody that asked. After an unexplained draft slide, he looked poised for a huge season with the Redskins in an offense that could use a breakaway running back. Then it all fell apart. Juice got hurt in the second preseason game, lost for the year with a knee injury. In the time since, Juice has worked hard to overcome knee surgery, a post-surgery infection and now the lengthy rehab involved with ACL reconstruction. The former LSU star, however, does not seem the patient type. And that has veteran Redskins running back Chris Thompson trying to calm down the excitable 21-year-old. "I've told him one time, man, you got to take it easy, but it's hard to do that," Thompson said of Juice. "He's just one of those guys, he's a freak. He's a freak of nature. I honestly think he's going to have a recovery process like a P did." Thompson, speaking on the Redskins Talk podcast on Tuesday, is referring to Adrian Peterson returning from a 2011 knee injury in less than a year and leading the NFL in rushing yards the following season. That type of recovery is unheard of around the NFL. That's just how he is. "I think after about 6 months he's going to be good and ready to go," Thompson said. For Juice, he seems ready to get back on the field and show what he can do. They forgot. https://t.co/caucase9qq722-9 at Dosicust, February 13, 2019. He knows what's at stake for him, Thompson said. The Redskins have a decision to make with Peterson, as he will become a free agent when the new league year opens in mid-March. Washington got very lucky to sign Peterson after Juice went down in August, and the future Hall of Famer was the best offensive player on the team in 2018, rushing for more than 1,000 yards. There's been some talk between the organization and Peterson's camp, and reason to think both sides would like to stay together. Business decisions will have to be made, but Peterson, Juice and Thompson would be an electric running back room. "We're planning on him being the guy this year," Thompson said of Juice. "I'm excited for him. I just wish sometimes he wants to just get up and run because he knows he can, but it's like, dude, we got a long time." "You're not practicing anytime soon, so don't even look forward to it." More Redskins news. The Redskins' efforts towards securing a new stadium took a hit Tuesday night when Maryland Governor Larry Hogan said that he would stop working towards that goal. There were discussions of a land swap between Maryland officials and the federal government that would free up a parcel of land adjacent to the MGM National Harbor Casino, and Hogan was working on potentially putting a new Redskins stadium there, but according to the Washington Post, Hogan has pulled out of that plan. From the Post, Maryland Gov. Larry Hogan, R., has informed the Washington Redskins that he is withdrawing from efforts to persuade the team to build its next stadium in Oxen Cove Park, adjacent to MGM National Harbor. At this time, his spokeswoman confirmed Tuesday night. Given their choice, the Redskins would elect to return to RFK Stadium in a new or rebuilt football palace that had some momentum from the D.C. mayor last fall, but political changes in and around the federal government could stall any movement. RFK sits on federal land, so first the city government must wrangle control of the land, which could face a number of roadblocks, and then deal with the D.C. government. Previous Virginia Gov. Terry McAuliffe was an ardent booster of a new Redskins stadium south of the Potomac, but new Virginia Gov. Ralph Northam has been much cooler about building the team a new facility. The Redskins' lease at FedEx Field runs through 2027, and while that's still 8 years away, stadiums take a long time to get built. Hogan's decision also likely means that Skins lose significant leverage when talking with Virginia and D.C. officials. More Redskins news.